Battle control initialized.
What's up guys, it's Black and back with some more Combined Arms content with a bonus video. I figured this time I would split up the videos rather than sneak in that second game between two different players on the backside of another team. In this bottom left, it is going to be Gavin. He is playing as USA, and in the top it is going to be Upps, also playing as USA. So we have an allied mirror on this map, which is Quarry. I believe it is a pink clock map. Pretty standard. You got like a split double mine here, so you're actually gonna have to spend another F here, or you could go right here and then straight across this double mine in the corner. I think personally going here is just a little bit better, since going across here will give you 4 total tip spots rather than the 3 you'll get here. Oh, lyrics are definitely a toss up on this map, depending on which way you want to go, and it looks like both players are going left and right rather than up and down. I think going up and down is a little bit harder to do, but you can totally do it. Upps is gonna send a single rifle in here just to see if he can get something in there. His hold there will be nice and safe, and I think Gavin will be totally safe here. His engineer is well protected, especially against one rifle. Doesn't even get the trade there, so Upps is down 1 rifle, not a big deal at all, but interesting that he went for a ref on the single tips field first. It looks like Upps did the same thing. I guess it's maybe just because they both went power plant and racks towards the oil derricks rather than going up and down. Upps gonna get his just a second or so behind Gavin, get the nice little $300 refund. He's gonna instantly move out. Well, he left his medic behind. I think Upps is quite light on infantry, yeah. And he went double ref, which is kind of interesting. Looks like Gavin, on the other hand, is doing double ref. He's just a little bit behind. I'll have to see if these guys have a divergence in builder, and it does not look like it so far. Although Upps does have a pillbox ready. I mean, I don't think a whole lot of people are gonna go inside on this map, but you never know for sure. Probably can go ahead and sell this ref, although he did build the extra power plant, so he could keep it if he really wants to, but it's kind of in a poor position, and these harvesters are gonna get real weird on the harvesting. Combined Arms has a much bigger radius than currently in Raggle. This ones are a little bit better. This one will not jump as much, but it's still probably gonna jump just due to the nature of the map. Gavin sending some early rockets out with some medics, just to make sure there's no light vehicles. Allies don't really have a tanky light vehicle other than like the scout tank. Again, crushing has been nerfed in Command Arms. There's a slowdown on crush. Ooh, an early turret too. That is interesting. I'm not sure why you necessarily want that already. I mean, you can afford it because he's light on that, and he's going to move that MC out, so it's nice. But yeah, he's going to go across to the right. We'll have to see what Upps wants to do. Got a ranger out, always good for scouting. He also has pillbox down, so I mean, defenses are tough to crack with tier 1.5. That's kind of what I learned after the last few games that I played. But even then, like, rockets and rifles do a little bit more damage to them, so you can just kind of burst your way in. You don't even need a tank to take, especially against a shirt. Double ranger out here, so it's kind of like a bike buggy, but not as effective, I don't think. Definitely not something he wants to engage into. Getting in his back line here would be pretty good, but there is 2 light tanks, aka scout tanks. Barely getting out of there. Gets the 2 rockets though, which is nice, so those rangers are pretty much useless. Maybe we'll have to go SD later. I don't see a whole lot of SDs in Combined Arms so far, but I think they're still a fantastic idea to do. Just not as many people doing it. 3 scout tanks out now. Okay, that's going to be a decent harass here. They'll take a little while to kill our harvester, but they'll definitely be able to. Same time, he's got his 3rd ref out. Looks like Upps also did the same thing with the move out here. I think honestly, just moving down here is a little bit quicker and a little bit better eco, but maybe these guys know something that I don't. Probably possible. Upps definitely a pretty good RA player up there in the Masters Division. I'm not sure how frequently he plays RA or how well he knows it, but I'm expecting great things out of him. He's in a different bracket than I am, so it'd be pretty cool if we got to meet somewhere down there. He's up to 5 harvests and a radar dome, which is quite a lot. Gavin is down on 4 still. He's just now building his radar dome. You can see these 3 scout tanks definitely do a number on that harvester, but Upps being smart, gonna pull it away. I think he'll get away just fine. It's gonna be pretty close though. Oh, it's gonna go down, but he is gonna pay for at least one of those light tanks. Oh, and finding a ranger too, so definitely worth it. Although Upps did have an extra harvester, that's nice. Gonna poke at a power plant too, because why not? And maybe stick around and poke for this harvester. Upps is going to take a while to rotate over there. This one, as long as he pulls it away, should be fine. medium tanks coming out now for Gavin. Looks like Upps is just building hazmat suits and another harvester, so I'm not sure about that. He's still got 4 harvesters. He's got 5 harvesters actually. So that's 6 harvesters really not needed. Not sure why he's feeling the need to build so much eco. You have definitely faster harvesters and a little bit quicker mining time and drop off time in combined arms than you do in TD for sure, and a little bit in RA too. So as a result, I think Upps is, yeah, he's going to be down quite a bit of army. Oh, and he's going to go back in. Probably going to lose that harvester since that is full. These medium tanks not as good as RAS as they are in RA. They're instantly going to go down. I think you're better off with the 3 scout tanks, to be honest. They're $150 cheaper, it looks like. So yeah. Vehicle Husk getting absolutely crushed there. Trying to poke back in there, but not finding any angle. Yeah, he's building nothing but medium tanks right now, which is pretty good. Upps is just now getting 1 medium tank out, has a second one, so he's still down army, and again, that's just probably because he built that extra harvester. Really needs an actual expansion sometime soon. Trying to go back in the slight tank, but goodbye, scout tank. He's gonna need an actual expansion soon. I think Gavin's also gonna need an actual expansion soon. See if he wants to go to, yep, both players are going to tier 3. Upps is a little bit quicker this time. Oh, but that's a lot of Upps' army out here. He should know better. Got to get those tanks in front. He might have an okay concave here if he wants to wait a little bit, but oh, it's going to be close. Gavin with no rockets, though. I think Upps is going to be able to take this engagement rather convincingly. You can see the crushes much harder. I think Upps is not even going to lose the second medium tank there. That is unfortunate. So that is a huge swing in army value there from Gavin. I'm not sure why he is building no rockets. He's up to 2 racks now, which is nice. So is Upps. So this is starting to look pretty bad for him. I mean, the lack of rockets there was definitely weird, considering this is an infantry-centric game, so you should know that you need rockets to deal with the armor. Especially his allies. Medium tanks are not that great at heavy armor, I don't feel like, and he only had 1 more tank than Upps. There is a Tanya out, and that is for Upps. And now he's finally going to expand, so that makes sense. He is going to go to that corner, which also makes sense, just due to the way he goes. IFVs are coming out. Ooh, and we got some Navy SEALs too, so they're kind of like they are in RA2, I think. Got the C4. I don't think they shoot as fast as the Tanya, and they have a much shorter range. Alright, so we got the Commando IFV. I've seen that before. That's a classic RA2 strategy. Put a SEAL or something in there, and then it comes into like an elite sniping unit. I'm sure we'll see Tanya coming out for Gavin pretty shortly. Looks like he's already going up to, I think, OpenRA fire is like tier 3.5. It's not 4.0, but it gives you some nice bonuses. I think after that engagement, he's just going to chill. See that he's got, what's it called again? Fire rockets? Yep, fire warheads. Looks like both players do, so definitely a must-have for allies. The Nighthawk for USA, I'm not a fan of. It's somehow worse than it is in RA2, and it's pretty bad in RA2, but maybe I was just using it wrong. You see the Aura Fire just gives you that extra eco every time you drop off tip load. It's always nice. Finally gonna expand again. I did see Tanya is eventually getting built 5 seconds away. Up, push that MC all the way across. Not a bad idea at all. It's gonna cut off that, make it easy there. And I think he could push there rather quickly if he really wants to. So we'll have to see. Ooh, he's got SEALs in there now and the Commando, so definitely heavy on the anti-infantry. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You don't want to get that Tanya sniped or these SEALs sniped. They're pretty expensive. I hear a scout somewhere. It is on the MCV. So that is nice for Upps. He's going to know that it's expanding. Oh no, we're running right into a bunch of medium tanks. Those IFVs are not super healthful. There's artillery going down here, but I think this is going to be pretty good for Upps again. Oh, but his own SEALs and the Tanya goes down. Oh no. What a cleanup, and that was just because those IFVs were out of position. That is unfortunate. Mobile gap generator coming out. Those things are nasty. We saw that last game. Upps not terrible on the destroyed loss. He's only down about 6k, and then he's only down 5k in army value, so it could have gone a lot worse for him. Got most of his vehicles out. But as a result, he needs to start producing. And he looks like he's just now rebuilding from his barracks. Maybe they stalled out. What do we got here? Another Navy SEAL. Oh, and this extension might get snipped out, and I mean that's a lot of infantry to deal with. Some prism tanks would be pretty good here. Some prism cannons also really good, or just artillery in general. Oh, this MCV is goodbye. Yes, commandos can target remote. Commandos can target vehicles now. I don't know why my brain just instantly died. 3 IFVs with SEALs in there. Gonna get Tanya, which is nice. One of them goes down. I think honestly, he might just be better getting them out and using those as armor. But he is getting a really good angle here. One of them goes down, 2 goes down, but he's got a bunch of SEALs in the back. And another IFE with the Tanya in it. So huge swings on engagements here. Once again, Upps. Pretty big arm bleed now. That's double. And Gavin is just down to basically 2 medium tanks and a handful of infantry. I guess they're medium tanks out now. But it seems like every time you guys attack, they just trade off armies. So definitely a weird game so far. Some tier 2 air would probably be pretty big there, just to snipe out these IFEs with the SEALs and Tanya in them. Get some longbows, maybe some Harrier if there's a big ball of infantry, or you know, just Harriers on these rests are also really nice. Just 2 Harriers is super effective. And this ORA Purifier, I imagine it's done quite a lot. If we look at the, where is it? There it is, all the way at the bottom, hiding. Earnings graph. Upps was ahead for a minute, but I think Gavin's got a little bit more steady of an eco graph there. Army value slowly getting further and further away, 10,000 to almost 20,000 now. Unfortunately, I don't think this attack is going to go well for Upps. 1 prison tower, not super scary, but you know, 2 pillboxes and the MCV support there, plus a double war factory now. It's pretty bad. Oh, and he's going to lose the mobile gap generator too. Oh, that's unfortunate. Spy satellite goes up, and now I'm seeing all the map. That's kind of weird. Maybe that's a USA specific thing. No, doesn't look like it. I guess GPS just shows me all this time. I'm not sure why. But both players have it activated, so this little flank here. Oh, gets the C4 off. Oh, and that overfire is going to go down too. Definitely worth it. Upps is going to retreat there. He's got a big army back there, but definitely taking out tier 3. And the ORA Purifier, definitely worth it. Upps has rebuilt his MCV, and now he's in the middle, so that's nice too. I think controlling this middle is a key part of this map. You kind of just keep your army here and rotate, unless you have some really fast harass units, which I don't feel like Allies has too much of that. The Harriers, yeah, longbows obviously, but most of the ground-based stuff is pretty slow, especially their support stuff. Looks like this is going to shape up to a pretty big engagement again, and there's a bunch of SEALs for both players, so I'm not sure how this one's going to go. But I think Gavin's just got a little bit better of an angle here, but his tanks are dying pretty quickly. Oh, I think Gavin might just have enough to push through here. But here comes the Commando IFE, and that's going to make a huge difference. Oh, MCV gets out of dodge. Tries to get the C4 off, but takes a little bit of time with the SEALs, I guess. Upps barely holds there, but again, both players just trades huge army for gaining very little ground. This is less USA versus USA and feels like more just Soviet doctrine of throwing people into losing situations. But I do like that Upps, obviously an RA player. He's got that SD out. He's been repairing his vehicles pretty regularly. Now here comes 4 or 5 tanks on the flank. This could be pretty good. Although again, cryo rockets, pretty good at stopping tank harass like this. Just to slow down. Ooh, SEAL, not exactly what he needs right there. There is a prism cannon. That is fortunately not what he needs either. That's going to be a very expensive loss. So far, this harvester just tanking, but eventually it's going to go down. Prism cannon goes down. One medium tank going down. Soon the second medium tank will go down, but he might lose this harvester too. He's a little late to pull it away. Definitely could have saved that one. Oh, last shot gets it. And there goes the second medium tank. He's going to get the last of these medium tanks down. Oh, some Guardian GIs from the airdrop. That is going to be brutal. One more. Oh, this one might get away. No, one harvester gets away. The rest of these medium tanks go down. Might as well focus on the ref. Unfortunately, this commando IFE is definitely going to be able to clear that up. And now Gavin pushing out here too, but the tanks are too far forward and there is no infantry. That is not what he needs. Upps up to 4 racks. That's actually kind of crazy. Don't think he needs that. Spy satellite goes off again. And yeah, the lack of infantry here is a huge problem. Gavin just throwing away these forces. A lot of infantry just goes down there. And again, 4,000 to 21,000. This game looks like it's be over. Upps is in a very good spot here. Airdrop coming in. Means more Guardian GIs, which is always nice, but... Oh, they actually might get that harvester. Wow, they do so much burst damage. I mean, they're also one step away from elite, I'm pretty sure. Oh, just barely misses the ref. But again, Upps doesn't even need to pull all his army. Gavin is in a world of hurt right now, I feel like. 5 medium tanks to his name, and a technician. Technicians, I guess, are valued 50. That's interesting. I think they're usually valued 10 in ORA. Green IFE just trolling around. Both players pretty broke, but Upps is in much better position to expand again. Though he is down to just 3 harvesters. Gavin's eco has been pretty fine this entire time, and he's also got that ore purifier, which has been helping him out a little bit. But I think Upps is just playing a little bit careful here. Doesn't want to get into too much of an economic problem and not be able to come back out of this game, but he is strongly in the head army value-wise, almost 3k, or almost 3 times. Yeah, he's up to 3 war factories now. I'm trying to build from all of them. I don't know about that. Plus, he's trying to build from 2 barracks too. That is definitely scary. Upps going to be on a pretty big flank here. This turret built in like minute 2 might actually have some use now. I think Upps actually going to bypass it, come all the way down to the bottom. Rebuilding harvester, sure, why not at this rate in the game? That'll help get your eco going. Probably should send this harvester back. It is like a breath away from dying. Mobile gap generator out. I really hate those things. They're super effective in CA. And this attack is going to take a minute to get there, but it's going to be pretty good when it does. Looks like he's thinking about setting that prism cannon in just to scout ahead, make sure there's nothing scary like defenses. Not going to find anything. Oh, and that commando IFE is fully vetted, so that is nice. Not sure if the Tanya inside is fully vetted or not. I'd have to double check on that. Harvester's going to get pulled away. There's a crier launcher here, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. He needs some anti-infantry, and 4 seals I don't think is enough to deal with this. Oh, but he can't afford to lose commando IFE. It's going to go down. Get Tanya out. No, Tanya goes out. Oh, wow. I mean, Upps still has barely enough, and he lost so much, just so little there. These support units, super critical to allies. But if you don't have them, you'll get rolled over pretty good. Upps has barely got enough pushing power here. Loses another IFE. I see another Guardian GI got dropped somewhere. Maybe it's going to drop down here? Yep, drop down here. C4 goes off. Luckily, he's got 2 more rare factories, so he's going to be okay there. Looks like this attack from Upps finally going to get cleaned up. Oh, can he get the C4 off? I think he will. That is a lot of damage done. And again, army fire is just so slow. Gavin goes in and throws the GG, so that's kind of a crazy game. That's the first time I've seen USA versus USA, and it seems like it's has quite a matchup. Lots of seals, lots of IFEs. Prior rockets are just so brutal. And Tanya's sitting in those IFEs as well. So well played there for Upps, and I'll see y'all next time.